Hello everyone, thank you for watching Mad Trucks with Marcos. Today we're going to be looking at a really special truck. It's a 2017 GMC Sierra 1500. SCA Performance built this one and they only made about 80 of them, so we're going to go through and check it out. But the most obvious thing about this truck, which you'll be able to tell pretty quickly, is that it is yellow. You don't really see too many trucks like this. You don't really see any Silverados or Sierras running around in yellow, so to have something like this from SCA Performance is really awesome. We're going to go through and check it out. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. That helps us out a lot. And if you want to see any of our custom truck inventory, you can check them out at cuniscountrytrucks.com. Alrighty folks, so we are at the front of this truck, and like I mentioned before, it is a 2017 GMC Sierra 1500. This one was ordered, so this was a little different system because to get this color, SCA had to strike up a deal with GM and they had to order X amount of them and so on. So the fact that this is even here and it's on the market is really awesome. Like I mentioned, they're only building around 80 of them, so there's not going to be a lot of them running around, about two in each state. So really cool there. But yeah, so the body color is yellow, and then all the accents that they did, they painted to match in that yellow color, which is really nice. It really pops. There's a couple different yellows out there, but this, I mean, it looks like a construction truck yellow. It's the way it should be. So really nice. It's the right color, right shade of yellow. But yeah, I will mention, like on all the other Black Widow trucks, it does have the 6-inch suspension lift. Suspension lift is really nice. All their suspensions are designed by FabTech, and then you know, they're built for a specific application. They're not made to fit a range of vehicles. It was made specific. Everything on this truck was made specifically for this truck by SCA or companies that they work with. So suspension 6 inches. That's how we get to this height, which is really nice. It stays under 7 feet, so most people can still fit it in the garage door or parking structure, stuff like that. It is usable. At the very front, we have this high clearance steel bumper. Steel bumper, it's nice to have on there. One, it's an aesthetic thing. It looks really nice to have, the black bumper. It kind of breaks up. It's a good contrast with the yellow. So it doesn't make this truck like too overpowering when you're looking at it from the front. It's not gaudy. It's yellow. You notice it, but the black bumper helps tone it down a little bit actually. But I will say these bumpers, I mean, they fit so nicely on this trucks. They have this like mesh grille in front of all the LEDs. That's really nice. It's enough to let the LED light actually pass through. But if a bigger rock or something comes up, it's going to protect the lens of the LED. So really nice there. It's got the 20-inch Rigid Industries light bar in the front here. It's an off-road only spotlight. And then we got the Rigid Industries dualies that are street legal, and those have replaced the factory fog lights. So those come on with your factory fog lights. There is a different switch for this. But yeah, so it looks cool. The other thing it does is it says it's a high clearance bumper, so it does give you a better approach angle here. You'd be able to go up on steeper stuff. There's one thing that allows you to do. The other thing is if you ever wanted to go bigger tire, having the high clearance bumper makes it a lot easier. You have to do less things to fit a bigger tire underneath it. So if that's something you want to do in the future, high clearance bumper is definitely the way to go. But yeah, I love how on all the GMCs, I mean, I think the headlights are really good looking. They have like that sea theme that goes around it, really nice, and this one's got the projector headlights in it as well. So moving along to the side, so like I mentioned, the bumper fits really nicely here, matches with the flares. So these flares are painted to match, and then a lot of these have the polished rivets or screws. This one did get the matte black ones to kind of go along with the theme. So really nice. We've talked a lot about their flares. I'm not going to go too much into them, but it's a really nice product. They work really well, and people are really happy with them. I didn't mention the hood scoop earlier. I do like the hood scoops they've been doing on the later 16s and on the 17s because it doesn't go all the way to the front. Previously, the scoops would go all the way to the front of the hood, which they looked nice, but I think the shorter look, it gives it a little more aggression. And then they kind of put this new bevel here and 16 for GMC. So I think if they would have had the scoop going all the way to the front, that would have kind of looked a little weird. So a really nice job on that. That scoop is aesthetic only, but it's nice to have. So the flares, and oh yeah, so there is some mud on this. It's a couple hundred yards to get out back here, and it was really mushy. So we tried to do our best, but sorry, there's some mud on there. It is a truck after all, so no big deal there. But you can see these flares, I mean, they do protect a lot of it. Obviously, some stuff's still gonna get thrown up back here, but it's gonna minimize it. It's gonna keep it to this area as opposed to being splattered on the whole side of the truck. So they do that, and then also keeps the wheels and tires from sticking out way too much. Wheels and tires on this truck, so it's a 20-inch SCA exclusive Black Widow wheel. It's a gloss black with a milled aluminum. Really nice wheel. They look good from 100 yards away. They look good when you get up really close, especially if you see the detail on the wheel. I mean, it's really nice. It's just, it looks, I mean, it looks like a premium wheel, and it is. So I really like how it's gloss. It's got the polished pockets, but it also has these lines which are a little more subtle. But I think they add a lot to it, just kind of break up that spoke, give it a few different dimensions, but a really good looking wheel. This wheel is available on some of the Apex packages in a full black, which is very nice as well. So it's in a 20-inch, and then the tire is the same KO2 that we've been seeing, and it's a really good tire, especially for you know, places like Wisconsin where we have all 4 seasons. It's going to do really well in all of them, so good there. It's a little taller than a 35-inch. So yeah, it's a 325/60/20. Which puts it just a little hair shy or hair more than the 35 inches. So on the side, of course, this does have the power running boards, and the Amp Research power boards are nice. We talk about them a lot, but I can't stress how much a few inches makes a difference there when you're getting into the vehicle. Just really nice to get in and out, no problems there. So the board does go all the way back. If the board ends up feeling resistance, like if it, something gets caught there, as you can see, it stays there, so it's not gonna pinch your kid's leg in there or anything like that. If it feels resistance, it's gonna stop. And then the next time you open and close the door, it's gonna recycle through and it'll go up and stay out of the way again. So really nice there. And on the back, again, we have the flares to match. They just kind of give the truck a little wider profile when you're looking at it. It makes it look a little wider than it actually is. And yeah, I will mention on the back of this one, SCA Performance to put their dual exhaust on it, which I really like after driving these trucks. There's a lot of vehicles out there with really loud exhaust. It sounds cool if you're a gearhead. If you're a gearhead that wants to talk on Bluetooth, this is really nice because you can get on it, you hear it, the engine's breathing. But if you need to listen to music or Bluetooth or the kid's sleeping in the back, you can stay out of it and it's going to stay pretty quiet in the cab for you. So yeah, that's exterior, really awesome. We're just going to go ahead and take a quick peek at the inside. Alrighty guys, so on the interior of this truck, being as bright and cool as it is on the outside, couldn't just leave the inside normal. So SCA did a really awesome job with this truck. So the interior's been completely customized with new leather. It's really nice leather. It's got the perforation in the middle, which is nice, gives it that premium look. And then you get the really cool yellow piping. It would have looked a little much if like the whole center of the seat was yellow, but just having the nice piping around the edge, it's just, you kind of see it throughout the truck, gives it a really good look and breaks up the black leather seats. And then it does also have the white contrast stitching on the inside, which just, it looks really nice on this truck. The white stitching is going to match the rest of the factory stuff, and then the yellow piping is going to match the yellow on the exterior. And then on the headrest, you can see it's a different Black Widow logo than what they've been using. They took advantage and switched what was red to yellow. So yeah, this truck was completely gone through. The gauge cluster is really awesome when you drive it at night. I mean, it's a little thing, it's a gauge cluster. It doesn't move you any faster or anything like that. But it's one of those little things when you're driving around, puts a smile on your face, and that's what this truck's all about. So yeah, if you have any questions about this truck, it is on sale at our Cunis Country of Elkhorn location. And we have it on sale. We have a really aggressive deals going on for truck month right now. So if you see a truck you like, we can definitely make it happen. So thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day.